Hi, Ida. How are you? It's been a while. Something I think I have to do, but I can't remember. Okay. Anyway, it is what it is. Let me. Okay. I have to keep sharing the live. I don't even know how to share. It's hard to tell who you've already shared to and who you haven't. And then it's like you're repeating yourself. Whoa. Okay, I don't know. Sorry for anyone that repeats this. I mean, that sees this like 10 times. It is what it is. Okay. Okay. We will be reading, and wait, let me just say hi to people first. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the knowledge book. Probably just give it 5 more minutes. Oh, I am hot. Okay. So we'll be on Fascicule 11. 1985, 5th month, Fascicule 11. It is knowledge about existence given from the realm of angels. So Ida, how you doing? Anyone else that I know? Thank you, Rosetta, user 83GQ4JUJF8. And everybody else that's coming through. We are reading the knowledge book, which is the book of our ascension. And this book is adding all the religious books, all knowledge in the past, all knowledge of the present, and all knowledge of the future. This is the book for the resurrecting, which is not the resurrecting that we know, but rather the awakening of the consciousness where every human being attained their higher self and attained their God self within themselves while we're still alive. So I will be starting. Hi, Makwa. Hey, Christine. All right, I'm going to be starting. 1985, 5th month, Fascicule 11. I pray that everybody opens their heart and mind to receive the frequencies coming from the book. Magical things are happening in the world, and everybody knows that. Everybody can feel it. It is knowledge about existence given from the realm of angels. It is knowledge for the Mevlana code. God designed an evolution tableau in accordance with his system of creation. That means that when creation existed, evolution tableau was simultaneously in existence, right? This is an operational system parallel to the law of action that nature has on you, right? Now we will explain everything clearly in comprehensible way. The cause of existence of the realms that receive their might from the power of the divine realms is subject to the evolution plan. We call this the plan of the loyal ones. All the knowledge given from here is authentic. Knowledge will be given specially to the pen of the golden age. Existence has come into being by the cellular unification of amino acids. Anybody that took biology and chemistry, you know what we're made up of. These amino acids formed by the transformation of soil and water from the state of mud to organism. In other words, the single cell was formed in this manner. subject to the evolution plan. As long as the single cell continued its evolution, it has been taken into the evolvement plan, and in this way, its cell awareness has developed. The developed cell consciousness has brought the living being into existence. So from amino acids, which were soil and water, in the state of mud, into an organism, right? And then we're subject to the evolutionary plan, and then we're evolving from henceforth. When the cell that completed its evolution has gotten possession of all the knowledge of the universal plan, it has claimed its essence energy at the spiritual plan and has obtained the power of creating itself. So, listen, when the cell that completed its evolution, so complete your evolution, has gotten possession of the knowledge of the universal plan, so the plan that all the universes must go through, right? Then it has claimed its essence energy, which is your original self, at the spiritual plan, right? So human, spiritual plan, and has obtained the power of creating itself. Okay? In other words, it is a God consciousness. All the secrets of the universe are concealed within it. All the secrets of the universe are concealed within the God consciousness that we are attaining in this very moment. The self-awareness has enjoyed all the blessings of the Lord. Thus, it has gained supremacy over nature and universe. Later, your universal evolvement has begun by means of integrated bodies. So we are going through the Earth or world evolutionary tableau. There's universal evolvement, and you know evolution is interminable, so it never ends because knowledge never ends, because evolution is really just attaining knowledge and applying that knowledge and becoming that knowledge, right? So it never ends, because to say that evolution ends is to say that knowledge ends, and to say that knowledge ends is to say that God ends, and God is knowledge, right? Okay. All right. In this manner, the cell vibrations have embraced all the void. Many energy accumulations have been formed. The mediums beyond expired time have also passed through the same evolution in accordance with their mediums, right? So every medium, right, that is beyond expired time also went through the same evolution. The embodied being has gotten in connection with spiritual plan to complete its thought evolution, right? The embodied being has gotten in connection with the spiritual plan, right, to complete its thought evolution. That's another level of evolution, right? So spiritual plan, that's spiritual evolution. And after that, there is thought evolution. As it has accumulated the universal energy of this spiritual mechanism within its body, it has claimed its essence being, that is, its spiritual energy. From then on, it is in its possession, right? You own yourself. Now the evolution of the human being begins from this point through incarnation, and by means of several consequent time progresses, she or he completes his or her evolution as a human. Now we will talk about a case that surprises you. I wonder what this case is going to be. Certain living beings that could not make certain evolution progresses, that is, that could not reach the energy of the spiritual plan, are embodied in the evolution of certain mediums in different ways. For example, there are galaxies in which cats, dogs, birds, dinosaurs, apes prevail. Planets of cats as cats, prevail. A living being that could not reach up to the spiritual plan is embodied on the planet of cats as a cat. It tries to complete its evolution in its own reality. It is the endeavor of becoming a being, a human, or for evolvement, right? So it is the endeavor of becoming a being, a human, for evolvement. So those that could not complete their certain progressions in their evolution, they get to this planet that's like predominantly a specific animal, right? And that animal is the ruling animal there. It's not like they're subject like pets or anything like that, right? And from then on, when they complete that evolution, they tap into the human evolution tableau. Okay? Energies on the level of making this progress on their planet are sent to the rod for evolvement in the form of a cat by means of spiritual energies that are administered for certain centers. All animals that gain value in accordance with their evolvement in the rod perform the missions in their own galaxy orders as a great governor, right? So great governor. Meanwhile, the moment they get in connection, directly with the spiritual plan, they can be transferred to the world as a fetus. You hear that? This means that a being that was once a cat, a dog, an ape, a bird, can one day become a human. Do not ever forget that the theory of Darwin can never be underestimated. However, it lacks in knowledge. Okay? So this also goes back to the teachings of the knowledge book, that it literally says that we should embrace all creations of the Most High to the point where we even apologize with the sand that we walk on, like all the animals and everything, not the cloned animals, but real animals. You know what I mean? Like we have to show affection to all creations of the Most High. The single cell that has come into existence is always on the evolutionary path that leads it to becoming a human. Okay? Let us explain this message article by article so that it can be comprehended better. 1. Nature plus clay plus water equals mud. Your book says, I have created you from soil and water. Okay? 2. Soil plus water plus amino acids equals single cell. 3. The single cell multiplies by means of its evolution. 4. The multiplied cells gain an awareness. 5. The awareness the cell gains prepares a medium of consciousness for it. This is talking about us, so pay attention. The cell that gains consciousness acts in accordance with the evolution plan by receiving the influences. Okay, that is the energies, right? The certain energies that it needs to enter the evolutionary plan. That's the influences. 7. From here, it extends up to the spiritual plan by its own power. 8. Receiving the power of God, that is, the power of the universal energy from the spiritual plan, the cell commands its own consciousness. 9. It is from then on a pillar of the universal plan. After you attain your own consciousness, right? After you command your own consciousness, you are then a pillar of the universal plan. Okay? 10. And it embodies itself in accordance with God consciousness. 11. And this is what God means when he says, I have created you of my own replica. Let us go and make man in our image and in our likeness, right? 12. Then you take your place in the world as a human. At that moment, your evolvement chart commences. Okay, now all these steps were just to get to being a human. 13, then you come to the world several times through many incarnations and become the witness of many new developments. 14, from then on, you are a human carrying God consciousness. You can never become an animal again. 15, living beings who could not attain God consciousness, that is, who could not enter the spiritual plan, are embodied in different galaxies according to the medium of the spiritual plan, in accordance with their degrees of involvement in their mediums, right? So anyone that's not able to attain God consciousness is embodied in different galaxies according to their level of involvement, and they go through their evolution there in a different galaxy, in a different medium. 16, they are sovereign over the planet they live in, and they evolve there in accordance with different dimension energies. 17, those who complete their evolvement there are sent to the world by the assistance of the spiritual mechanism, and they are taken into the evolvement of quite a different reality. Meanwhile, energies that could not enter the reality of God claim these different bodies and thus complete their evolvement. All these things are supervised mutually by the mechanism of the spiritual plan. 19. An energy that claims a cat is on the path of becoming a human in a matured human reality. So now we know that, like, next to us or a little before us, the cat is pretty mature to become a human. 20. The energy leaving the cat's body one day claims the reality of God by means of these comings and goings and can be embodied in the shape it wishes to have. It transfers itself as a fetus. 21. Now let us mention the evolution of the human. The universal dynamism of the world planet prepares him or her for higher plans. Okay, so the universal dynamism of the world planet prepares him or her, the human, for higher plans. 22. Meanwhile, the celestial gates are open to humankind that has made efforts in becoming a genuine human. And we know what a genuine human is, right? Infinite love, infinite tolerance, infinite humility, right? No ego. 23. Humankind that has claimed God consciousness first transcends itself, then its God, and thus it takes its place in the Lord mechanism. Okay? When it says transcends its God, it does not mean that, oh, you become, bigger than God. It means that seeing yourself in your God consciousness, right? So humankind that claims God consciousness, right? First, they transcend themselves, okay? Getting over your ego, getting over your physicality, right? Getting over all your wants and desires, everything that is basically material that can hold you back, emotions and all of that. Then it's God, right? So then you attain your God consciousness and then you become it. And then thus it takes its place in the Lord mechanism, right? So there's mechanism of the humans, there's Lord mechanism. So after that, you attain your place in the Lord mechanism. Sorry, my thumb hurts. Don't mind me if you see it. 24. Connections after this is the medium of immortality. Okay, so after you claimed your God consciousness, you transcended yourself and your God, and then you enter the Lord mechanism, then the connections after this is the medium of immortality. 25. Humankind, why does it always do this to me? Hold on. Effects. Let me see what I can find. What can I find? Okay. Where was I? Okay. 25. Humankind that possesses God consciousness is exposed to many phases and many examinations in accordance with the evolution plan until it becomes a genuine human. So humankind that possesses God consciousness, so after that, it's not it. Like, you're not done. It's like, oh, I attain God consciousness. Oh, I'm good. No, I passed. No, it says is exposed to many phases and many examinations in accordance with the evolution plan until it becomes a genuine human. Okay? And this is where we're at. These examinations are under the supervision of a mechanism independent of his or her awareness of willpower. So these examinations are under the supervision of a mechanism independent of our awareness of willpower. 27. During this period, she or he is prepared for entering the awareness consciousness of different realities. 28. She or he can even create universes. That's what I always say. When she or he learns to use his or her direct brain energy. 29. Evolvement and evolution are interminable. In this manner, one can be embodied in other solar systems as well. Council of the Loyal Ones. Ain't that something beautiful? That's pretty cool. You are a test and a test taker. Yeah, exactly. Because we literally end up being the test subjects for someone else. Like, we end up going to somebody's lives, not this life, but life, and a situation happened and we're their examination. And then there also are examinations. So yeah, we are tests and a test taker, right? Note, we are the ancestors of all the world friends who can establish connection with us today. Okay? We have reached up here in accordance with the same evolution plan. Listen to this. Our ancestors, right? We are the ancestors of all the world friends who can establish connection with us today. We have reached up here in accordance with the same evolution plan. Now we can either come by celestial ships or become embodied there by means of our brain power and easily live among you. We are your initial mothers and fathers. Why are you afraid of us? To all the ones that are afraid of aliens, why are you afraid of us? These are your ancestors that were here, that have evolved and has entered a different mechanism outside of this world, right? Why are you afraid of us? One day you will become like us, like we're heading up there. If we are Adam and Eve, you are our children and grandchildren. This message is given by the guidance of Mustafa Mola from Sirius, of which we are the mission. Fascicule 11 is nice. Your secret. The secret of the universe is your secret. Obviously, because we're not separated from the universe, we are our friends. We wonder if you have ever thought about the share of truth in this sentence. The secret of the universe is your secret. We have talked to you before about the secret of the universe, the galaxy clusters, and the universal colonies. Now we will explain your secret. You are divine beings possessing all the universal abilities on behalf of the Almighty, the Absolute. Okay? Now, let us explain this one by one, by numbers, to make you comprehend better. 1. You are a universe. You don't believe it? Do you know that this that you call body has trillions and trillions of uncountable microbes that have formed colonies and civilizations in you and outside of you? And they, when you take a shower, it's a tsunami and it's the end of the road for them? Okay. 2, you have come into existence by more or less 64 billion cells. You are an energy bank, okay, of 64 billion cells. 3, if the essence nucleus is a single cell of yours, 3, if the essence nucleus in a single cell of yours is subjected to the procedure of embodiment one by one, you would become 64 billions of the same person. Did you hear that? If the essence nucleus in a single cell of yours is subjected to the procedure of embodiment one by one, you will become 64 billions of the same person. This is how powerful you are. 4, you have over 40 chromosomes in each of your cells. Each cell. 64 billion cells, each cell has 40 chromosomes. Okay? 5, the characteristics of these chromosomes is to give commands and instructions to the cell awareness of that cell. Thus, your eyes, your flesh, your bones, and your brain are formed. 6, the liquid within them is equivalent to the liquid in the mother's uterus. Okay? That same plasma, right? 7, in each cell, in each 64 billion cell, has the same liquid equivalent to the liquid in the mother's uterus. And you know that liquid is a creative force, right? It's not just liquid. It's a whole energy. 7, humankind can mix white and black and add in other colors, can obtain quite different colors through its experiments, but can never mix itself. The human is the essence nucleus of the energy of God. The human is the essence nucleus of the energy of God. You are the essence nucleus of the energy of God. Like, if you meditate on that thought tonight, right? The seed that falls into the uterus changes immediately. 10. This change is related to the fact that your universal awareness is connected to the automatism. Okay? 11. The universal awareness of the cell acts directly by the awareness of the universal energy. The entire nature is subjected to this system. The fact that like nothing is by chance is mind-blowing and calming and gives you peace to surrender to the flow of the evolutionary tableau. You know what I mean? Like, you learn not to harbor so many things. Like, this is not going that way, that is not going that way. That is not your job. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, because there's nothing that is accidental. Everything happens as it's supposed to, right? Okay, 11. The universal awareness of the cell that acts directly by the awareness of the universal energy. The entire nature is subjected to this system. The value, 12. The value that God gives to the human being begins from the fetus. Okay? It acts completely by God consciousness, the fetus, right? A same human can be formed from the cells of a human, and all of them carry the same characteristics, okay? However, the spiritual energy is an indivisible whole. It supervises them all. So if many bodies are made from that one human, the spirit or the soul is still one. It's not divided. It cannot be divided. You can create many bodies, but you cannot create many essence genes. Once it's created, it's the one, okay? 15, humankind could not solve yet even itself. 16, if all your cells become disentangled and cord is formed, you obtain a length that will go around the world 16 times. So if all your cells were laid next to each other, connecting in a line, it would go around the world 16 times. All your cells. Do you feel big or small? Like, how you feeling? You feeling this? Like, are you feeling powerful? Okay. 17, the road planet is a point in the universe, and a cell in your physical body is also a point in you. Do you see the macro and micro? Do you see the in and then out? Do you see the universe within the universe? Listen, the road planet, our planet, is a point, a dot in the universe. And a cell in our physical body is also a point in us. As above, so below. Okay. 18. Each cell represents your essence universe. Each cell represents your essence universe. 19. You are a wholeness made up of the connective tissue constituted by all the cell vibration. Okay? The whole secret is within your brain generator. You are a wholeness made up of the connective tissue constituted by all the cell vibration, right? The whole secret is within your brain generator. 20. The universe is just like you. You are a book. The universe is also a book. You are a secret, and the universe is a secret. You are an awareness. The universe is also an awareness. The one who reads you writes you. The one who reads the universe writes the universe. Everything that is read is written one day. However, even writing is a matter of permission, because you are subject to the law of evolution. So not even everybody's meant to write. You have to get this to a certain evolution to be able to attain writing, right? Calligraphy, right? We had to get to that place as well, right? And then we started writing in the caves, and then there was Egyptian hieroglyphics and all that stuff, right? From knocking on thought's gate. Okay. 21, humankind one day will completely solve the universe and itself and will become godlike. It will create the flower, the beetle, the grass, and it will even create itself. But it will never be able to become the Almighty, the Absolute. And we just want to love our Almighty, the Absolute. Okay, this was a special notice of the center. Command from the Supreme One. It is general knowledge from many chains of thoughts. Okay? The message will be explained article by article. 1. The spirit is a wholeness. It is indivisible. Okay? That is each and every one of us right here, right now. Right? Each being possesses its own spirit. 3. No spirit can ever enter into another one. Okay? The body is different though. The body is different. But in terms of spirit, no spirit can ever enter another one. 4. Togetherness and channel conversations occur with other spirits. 5. If your spiritual energy is weak, a more powerful energy than you can dominate you. You call this obsession. Okay? Do you hear that? So anyone that is in that kind of relationship where maybe it's not too great and can't get out, so like falling all head over heels, is because that individual's energy is more dominant than yours, and therefore if they treat you right, then it's okay. But if they don't treat you right, then it's like you're obsessed over something that is not good for you. But if your spiritual energy is weak, but listen, if your spiritual energy is weak, remember, you still have the ability to increase your spiritual energy to a level where you don't become a slave of a slave, right? If your spiritual energy is weak, a more powerful energy than you can dominate you, you call this obsession. And we can see what's going on in the world, that there was a evil spiritual energy that kind of dominated us. Why? Because all our spiritual energies were weak at a point and we were spiritually enslaved. And now the awakening is happening and it is battling and they're becoming weaker and they're panicking. But this is where we are at. But this is what it means by spiritual energy being weak. Okay? All right. 6, you can liberate yourselves from this domination by means of your willpower and your efforts. So this, you don't got to stay like that, right? You can liberate yourselves from this domination by means of your willpower and your efforts. 7, if missionary energies who are on a higher level than you see your light and love you and wish to train you, they assist you by giving you various knowledge. Okay? So if missionary energies, could be here, could be from other dimensions, who are on higher level than you, see your light and they love you and wish to train you, they assist you by giving you various knowledge. So what is it again that they're going to give you? Knowledge. Why? Because knowledge is power. So if your spirit is weak, what do you need to do? You need to find more knowledge on how to empower your spirit. Okay? 8, when you come to the level of the spirit energy that trains you, then higher energies begin to give you different knowledge from then on. And this extends interminably to the infinity. Again, knowledge and evolution is interminable. Okay? 9, you are a vision while you live in the real realm. You are a vision while you live in the real realm. You are a vision, right? So you're a projection while you live in the actual real realm. Okay? 10, in fact, you are a robot of flesh, a computer. Okay? 11, you are living beings who possess only a part of your willpower. And this is what ascension means, to attain all your willpower. 12, your spirit is not within you. In other words, it is not within your body. Okay, your consciousness is here, but your actual spirit is not here. Your spirit is never divided since it is within the wholeness energy. 14, the transmission of your cell energies that constitute a whole in the real realm connects you to the certain dimension energies. Let me read that again. 14. The transmissions of your cell energies that constitute a whole in the real realm connect you to certain dimension energies. 15. The higher the level of dimensions are, the higher will be the level of knowledge you receive. This is provided by reincarnation repetitions. Evolvement is this. 17. All the universes and galactic mediums are an atomic transmission field. Right? You understand that? We're all atoms within atoms. Our universe at some point looks like an atom, just us above, so below. 18. Whichever area you enter, you are trained by the evolved spirit energies of that field. Okay? It is long, but we're going to go through it and we're going to have fun. Those who assist you, this is 19, those who assist you from the energetic dimensions to which your body and brain energy extends, act as a mediator and give you knowledge by connecting you with their spirit energies. Okay? So we're literally getting help from higher dimensions all day, every minute, as long as we are putting in the effort. As long as we are extending ourselves to those dimensions by being purified, by ascending ourselves, by attaining God consciousness. 20, there is embodiment in each system, in each galaxy, in accordance with your own mediums, right? So there's embodiment in each system, in each galaxy, in accordance with your own mediums, okay? And you know what embodiment means. 21, if you are in the road planet today, tomorrow you can become embodied in Venus or in Mars or in Mercury by means of the power of your spiritual energy. You can complete your evolution. 22. The soul within you, in other words, within your essence, constitutes the essence potential of your bodily energy. Your bodily transmission is propagated around through all cellular means. 24. This is the energy that connects you to the indivisible whole. That is, to your essence spirit, and it is called the Kundalini energy. Okay? All right. 25. The spirit energy is making transmission from the medium of existence it is in for billions of years. It exists. It is immortal. It neither decreases nor vanishes. It is an almighty energy, okay? That is your spirit energy. 26. You, the embodied being, approach it gradually. 27. It is not the spirit that leaves the body at the moment of death. It is the potential power of the body energies as a wholeness, okay? 28. The energy of this potential power of yours gains supremacy and power by means of the dimension energies it enters into in accordance with your evolvement, okay? So the energy of this potential power, so how powerful you will be here, all your cellular vibrations and all that great stuff, your Kundalini rising, all that stuff, right? So the energy of this potential power of yours gains supremacy and power by means of the dimensions it enters into in accordance with the evolvement, okay? If this potential power of yours remains at the same medium, you enter into the road body several times from the medium that you call the spadium and live in the same shape you are living in today. Okay? So if you're not able to evolve, you go to this place called the spadium, then you're reincarnated back on earth until you evolve, until you're able to reach higher dimensions, and then when you do leave your body and say you have attained higher dimensions while you were on this world planet, and then you leave your body, that dimension that you were able to reach while you were here in this world of vision, you then get accepted to that dimension, right? But if you're not able to, there's a place called spadium. You go there, then you're reincarnated back onto this earth, okay? 29. If you can evolve your energy up to the medium of other galaxies, right, then you can gain quite different methods of embodiment there, right? So if you can evolve your energy while you're still here up to the medium of other galaxies, then you can gain quite different methods of embodiment there. For example, you can create anything the moment you think of it. You can establish a world in which you can live in the shape of the body. Sorry. Let me read that again in case you got cut off. For example, you can create anything the moment you think of it. You can establish a world in which you can live in the shape of the rolled body. 30. As your cellular energy gets nearer to the spiritual potential, essence generators of many supreme ranks transmit to you what they have learned by giving you much knowledge while you approach there. You see? As your cellular energy gets nearer to spiritual potential, essence generators of many supreme ranks transmit to you what they have learned by giving you much knowledge while you approach there. Isn't this like so lovely? Like there's like no jealousy, no supremacy. Like it's just sharing and just helping everybody evolve. Like it's spectacular. Like that's what we're doing right now, right here. Like we're sharing this knowledge of evolvement to everybody. Like either we're all free or none of us are free. Like that is the mentality of us reading the knowledge book live, so that everybody can, one, get their own copy and read it and attain themselves, and two, just share the knowledge. Like this is where we're at in our evolvement. Okay? Right. 31, when your bodily and cerebral energy obtain the power to open each gate standing in front of them like an arrow, the special guardians of each gate examine you. The gate is opened only if you have gained the potential to be able to enter there. That means you have to match the gate's frequency, right? Because, for example, let's just say the gate is light, or let's just say it's purple light, right? And I get there and I'm dense, I'm going to crash into that gate. I'm not going through. But if I also vibrate as purple light, I go through it. You have to match the frequency to go through the gate. So you have to attain the knowledge of those gates, or whatever vibration that gate requires, you have to be that in order to enter the gate. That's why people cannot get outside of the firmament and they have to reincarnate here, because they don't have the certain frequency that would just, that can just match them to get out, right? Okay. 32. You come in front of such a gate that their being has no validity. You come in front of such a gate that their being has no validity. Okay? So you will come in front of such a gate that being has no validity. Like being a being is not even valid. You unify within a whole. Okay, so you're not even separate. You're not like a being standing by yourself. You unify within a whole. That is, your brain and cell energy claim your spirit energy that is within the almighty energy, right? At that moment, you become a whole. This is the medium of unity. This is reunion. This is what the Islamic mysticism has explained, right? And this is what the Christian also explains, that the bride and the groom, like when we attain our God, we become the bride and the groom and they reunite, blah, blah, but this is the union, right? The union with the atomic whole, the universal energy. 34, at that very moment, you become allness in nothingness. And if you think allness and nothingness are different, well, they're not. Okay? 35, here is tranquil time where all the galactic mediums, all speeds of light, calm down. And you live here as immortals. You go anywhere you like, the moment you want. You shed light on your world if you want, or live to your essence heart's content. From then on, you are a free spirit, a free awareness. Okay? 36. From beyond this medium, which is limitless, such different universes begin that they have been called 7 terrestrial layers and 7 celestial layers for you to comprehend. The 7 terrestrial layers are the boundaries of arrival to the medium of unity from your world planet, right? So our 7 reincarnations, right? Before we get to the medium of unity. And the 7 celestial layers mean transition beyond this boundary, right? So after the medium of unity, so we're coming from Earth, right? 7 terrestrial layers, incarnations, medium of unity. And then after that into the space, there's 7 celestial, right? So the 7 celestial layers means transition beyond this boundary. 39, many sages, when they pass the examination of the genuine human code, get the approval to pass through the gate of this boundary, like your prophets and wise ones. This is ascension. 40. The ascension in the sacred books differ in accordance with the comprehension of everyone. In fact, ascension is a gate that opens to the firmament, and it is beyond the divine order where all dimensions terminate because they merge into each other. Sorry, somebody tried to come on live. Now I lost myself. 40. The ascension in the sacred books differ in accordance with the comprehension of everyone. So we understand what ascension is differently. In fact, ascension is a gate that opens to the firmament, and it is beyond the divine order where all dimensions terminate. Do you understand that? Where everything becomes one, and then there's no dimensions. It fuses and it becomes one. There's no separation. 41. Now, thanks to our friends in the divine realm who are assisting us, we have opened the 7 celestial layers to all living beings who are at the 7 terrestrial layers. Okay? So anyone that has gotten to their seventh reincarnation has evolved and has attained their 7 terrestrial layers. Anyone that has finished their evolvement, they have allowed the 7 celestial layers to be open to them. And as a result of the command of the intergalactic unification, we assemble you together and induce you to make your second evolvement. Okay? So this is our first evolvement in the terrestrial world, and then that's our second evolvement in the celestial world, which is 7 celestial layers as well. 42. You are passing through, and remember, 7, Jubilee, right? 42, you are passing through the Sirat in your world through the events that you are experiencing. Now, the Sirat is known in Islamic mysticism as the crossing of the bridge, right? And it says, and basically it's a bridge to heaven or the celestial realm. And this bridge is very heavy for some people. And in the Quran, it teaches that some people's bridge crossing is like pins and needles and broken glass chopping off their feet, and beneath them is like blazing fire, and it's really scary for them. And some people actually cross the Sirat without even knowing that there was even a Sirat, because they've already attained the consciousness, that they've already merged with that dimension that they're going to, that it just becomes instantaneous like that. They don't even know that they even crossed any bridge, okay? Because they became one in the wholeness of it, okay? So you are passing through the Sirat in your world through the events that you are experiencing. 43, your fixations, now, through the events that you're experiencing. So these are your examinations, right? And the more you go through your examination with love, light, patience, tolerance, and all that, the more each examination becomes lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter for you, to the point where you literally don't have any examinations because you're vibrating so high and so fast, right? This is the crossing of your Sirat, okay? 43, your fixations in your thoughts are hindering your evolvement, right? You're in charge of your own evolvement. And remember, your thought frequency is the highest frequency. If you think love, that creates your cells starts generating and start what's the word I'm looking for? Starts creating that love frequency within you. If you think sadness, sorrow, fear, your cells also mirror that same thought. So your thought is very powerful. So your fixations in your thoughts are hindering your evolvement. So choose your thoughts. That's why I always say, be conscious thinkers. Be conscious thinkers. Okay, you have to know what you're thinking and why you're thinking it. Is it beneficial for you? Is it sending you to a dark place, or is it sending you to a place of light? You decide that, okay? Do not let your thoughts run wild. Be conscious thinkers. 44, the energies of the opened heavens are not the energies and waves that you know. 45, we use the expressions radio waves, television, UFOs in order to explain them to you. In fact, these are the primitive tools of the technology here. 46, your most powerful energies are your brain and spirit energies, all right? You hear that? Your most powerful energies are your brain and spirit energies. 47, the system here connects directly with you by this means. The system here connects directly with you by your brain and spirit energies, okay? 48, the intercontinental conflicts on your world planet are caused by the living beings coming from different galaxy mediums. You hear that? Keep telling you, our government are aliens. The intercontinental conflicts on your planet are caused by the living beings coming from the different galaxy mediums. 49. Ego in the 7 terrestrial layers is a powerful potential. Unless you overcome it, fire, blood, and war will cause you uneasiness. Ego. Okay? 50. Now, to explain what universal unification means to you, we intercontinentally propagate this book. Okay? 51. The universal codes of all the living beings of the entire universe have been opened in this period. So that means everybody has this potential. By this means, they are becoming conscious by getting in contact with us. However, we're obliged, Lord Almighty. Sorry, I don't know who that was. By this means, they are becoming conscious by getting in contact with us. However, we are obliged to tell the truth to dear Mevlana, who is the direct channel of the Anatolia. The knowledge transmission field is the center. 52. The awakening consciousness in groups are supervised in accordance with the degree of their wakefulness. 53. Everyone will have direct conversations from the energy channel to which they belong, beginning from the 3rd month of 1985. So that means this has already happened, right? So you need to tap into your higher self if you're not already tapping in. You need to connect to your channel. Sorry, make sure that I haven't skipped a page. Okay. 54. Thus, everyone will transmit the knowledge from the energy session to which she or he belongs and will provide universal unification. That means every knowledge that we're all going to be getting is literally for the purpose of universal unification. And you should share this knowledge with everyone. I choose to do it on this platform because I can reach people from many corners of the earth, right, in a single moment. 55. Those who read the fascicules of the book will attain the truth in accordance with their degrees of wakefulness. So if certain things do not make sense to you in the book, it's okay. You'll go over it again and you'll get it next time because it literally upgrades you each time. 56. The studies and connections will thus be arranged until the 12th month of the world year 1986, and the genuine humans will attain the consciousness of serving the single hand through their logic. Okay. 57. The genuine divine order will be established only then. 58. The universal goal and the totality means the single hand, the single book, the single order, right? Do not evaluate your book by the standards of religious books. We have bound your religious books in a single book, and we have expanded towards fields of knowledge beyond religions. 60. Proof of everything is within time. That means in time, everything will be revealed more and more clearly. And this was a message from the Supreme Assembly. Okay. Let me see how much pages I have. Not too bad. All right. What time do I have? 53. I have about an hour. General message. Our friends, the sacred light is guiding you in the direction of all the galactic civilizations. We trust you infinitely. Until today, it has been tried to assist you to evolve within the divine order. The golden age is a golden phase. We are sowing this in the entire world consciousness, entire world. We support you with all our goodwill. However, we do not see the efforts made as sufficient. So they want us to be more active on this awakening journey in terms of awakening our brothers and sisters. But again, This was 1985, somewhere. It could still apply till today. Sacred light is a galaxy that is beyond Altona, and on the north pole of the golden moon and the golden galaxy. Suns within its constitution have assisted you since prehistoric eras. Okay, so there's a place called Sacred Light is in the galaxy that is beyond Altona, on the north pole of the golden moon and the golden galaxy. And suns within this constitution have assisted us since prehistoric eras. Some of our friends have the mentality that there will be a better commonly if there were not such secrecy in universal unification. You are writing your thoughts, however, please keep in mind that there is a reason for everything. In your life tableau, your brain cells must work and produce energy in order to always gain a powerful potential. Energies you receive through the channel of thought form the medium of influences Energies you receive through the channel of thought from the medium of influences provide your cellular potential. So energies that you receive through your channel of thought from the medium of influences provide your cellular potential. When the functions of the brain stop, all cellular activities also stop. This shows that your atomic structure is operated from a certain influence medium. Okay? So if the brain stops receiving influence, then all cellular activities stop. So this means that there is a higher version of ourselves elsewhere, right, that is pumping through the channel, and our brain is going through that receiving of that transmission, hence powering up all our energies, right? When that channel is closed, the brain stops the potential, our cells don't get any vibrations, and death. After attaining this consciousness, please pay the utmost attention to the suggestions we will now make to you. Sons will come to the medium of the suns. Sons who come to the medium of the suns are trustworthy friends. And when they're talking about sons, they're talking about like higher beings of knowledge and light. So sons who come to the medium of the suns are trustworthy friends. Supervised specially. We are the ones who support you on this path. You will be induced to work until your levels of perception reach certain dimension. In terms of work, that means you have to use your brain energy, right? Like you have to go through examinations and gather information to solve your examinations. You have to be rigorous. Can't be sleeping. You'll be induced to work until you can reach certain dimensions, right? Otherwise, your bodily and mental energies cannot enter the energies of the dimensions, and you cannot be accepted into the medium of salvation. The more your brain energies gain the ability to receive advanced dimension energies, right, the more powerful and healthier you'll be. And remember, energies are all knowledge. Frequencies are all knowledge. Vibrations are all knowledge, okay? Then you can easily travel by our ships to the mediums unknown to you and can easily be beamed and become embodied instantly. For this reason, we are trying to bring together the integrated consciousness and thus try to accelerate the evolutionary progress. The place called the Sacred Light is the energy focal point of the divine order. We can never connect with you directly because your cell structures cannot enter this medium of high energy. However, since we know you as telepaths coming from beyond centuries, we have communicated with you by this means in each period. Your sacred books have been dictated in this manner, right? Light has been shed on your inventions by this means, right? So we all have the potential to be telepathic. It's in our divine order. Now, by the assistance of 4 great planets, you have been dealt with more closely. These planets are in sequence: Mercury, Neptune, Jupiter, and Mars. Our friends on the planet Venus are making special contacts with you. They are not within the system. We hereby transmit to you everything in all clarity, since we have abolished the medium of secrecy. Our love is upon the entire universe, our friends. Can you imagine? Like, for centuries, we've been cut off in just knowing the connection between us and our neighboring planets. And here it's laid out so clearly, like this alone blows you up to universal consciousness. Anyway, that was from the pen of the Golden Age, PGA Alpha. Notice about the Qibla. Now, if you know the Qibla is, that is the Alpha channel, right? Where it lands on our planet is called the Qibla. But it's the Alpha channel when it gets to our planet. It's called the Qibla. Our friends, the unity of Allah is the singleness of the universe. Okay? Space and time are relative. The focal point, Mevlana essence nucleus, Anatolian channel, from where you receive the offerings, is a channel connected to the central system. Enlightenment commands have been given to your planet from this channel for centuries. However, the Lord's abode is not single. This message is dictated by the command of the center to give knowledge to all our friends who seek the Qibla in the direction of Mecca. Your planet has been receiving numerous signals from the direction of different orbits since its formation. However, the channel of the Council of the Loyal Ones that directly applies the law of Almighty, the Absolute, never changes. So the channel of the Council of the Loyal Ones, right, that transmits to us the commands, the laws of Allah, the Creator, never changes. This is the entrance gate of the powerful channel Alpha, right? This channel was given knowledge in the period of our light friend Moses to the medium he was in. Later, the energy of this channel shifted over to Mecca and Jerusalem. This shift has been due to the distance your planet has covered by its rotation in the direction of its axis. The focal point is the same. Okay, so the focal point where the channel Alpha is transmitted from never changes, but because of our rotation, where it lands on in our planet, the Qibla changes, right? But the signal direction falling on your planet has been shifting towards the north due to this reason. Now, the direct energy focal points of the Council of the Loyal Ones, in other words, the powerful channel Alpha, falls on Anatolia. That is Turkey. The messages you receive at the moment are from the same direct focal point, and they are dictated to Dear Mevlana as the knowledge book. A lot of people are having a hard time accepting this. All the changes that are and will be taking place in the cosmos are due to the shifts of the focal points. Besides the universal integration, the reason of these shifts is the coming into effect of these very powerful energy focal points. Now remember, a focal point is like a boiling point where like energy, information, vibration, frequency is transmitted from unknown source, we know the source, but we don't know where it's coming from, into this focal point, and then is disseminated across the entire universe, and it goes to wherever it's supposed to go to. Okay? Mecca is a focal point of science and learning. It is also known as a Qibla, and worships have been performed in that direction. If you follow the historical course of the channel Alpha up from the pyramids, then the area where the Book of Islam was dictated and the 15th century that has passed since then, and now the actual channel, the Anatolian Mevlana code, the focal point to which the book is being dictated, right? Nasar Antar. Sorry, Nasar. So, and now the actual channel, the Anatolian Mevlana code, the focal point to which the book is being dictated. Our friends, there is no abode of the Lord. He is a supreme awareness, a supreme energy enveloping the entire universe. While you are performing your worships on the path of your Lord, you seek the Qibla as the root of God. However, you are performing your worships in the direction of the old signal of the channel Alpha. A lot of people are going to have a hard time accepting this one. This is nothing but a mere habit. In genuine worship, there is always whirling and thus facing him all the time like Mevlana. We are obliged to explain to you the root of your faith, right? Please do not misunderstand. We never wish to drive you away from your faith. We are telling you the truths. In fact, the actual place and direction of worship is the essence of your soul. Our love is upon the entire universe. It is noticed from the central system. Whew. Private questions. We write in the book the answers to the questions of some of our friends in our group as knowledge. Question. Y'all ready? The Quran is referred to as a book of learning to be read until the time of resurrection regarding its subject matter and its goal. We kindly ask that you explain the explanations of this in the dictated book. It is answered to the Mevlana channel from the center above the center. Ooh. Answer. As we have always said, the Quran, that is the book of Islam, is the final and most perfect book of social learning. A period of 15 centuries was recognized for it. Those who have read it know well that the boundary of the resurrection period encompasses a period of time until the year 2000, which is the end of the year 1999. The Book of Islam is a divine command that transmits to you all the knowledge up to the day of resurrection. The universal book of yours that is being dictated gives you the knowledge beyond this boundary. We will give you much more knowledge from beyond your book. The collision of the globes mentioned at the time of resurrection does not mean disaster. Okay? During this period, a medium that transmits the connection between globes has been prepared. For this reason, the period that forces you for awareness awakening through the opening of your consciousness codes is called resurrection. In the language of all the religious books, all the truths are present within time. Be patient, wait, and move away from conditioned minds. So when we thought that it's like going to be like a collision of globes and a whole bunch of disaster stuff, literally it was just a communication between like us and whatever else that's out there that is connecting us to the universal plan, like the field of influence. Okay, so during this period, a medium that transmits, a medium, right? And we know about Altona, and we know about Amun being and the golden galaxy being the communicative power, right? So during this medium, a medium that transmits the connection between globes has been prepared, right? So between us and all the other planets and the field of influences that are coming through. Okay. Question. Is the knowledge within the book that is dictated the tablets of God's decrees? Okay, the question is received. Please give the answer. Answer. First, let us explain what the tablets of God's decrees is. The tablets of God's decrees is the Lord's secret learning, secret knowledge. Okay? Knowledge in the book of Islam, in fact, is not the tablets of God's decrees. It only carries bits of knowledge from it. Your sacred books, carrying all the religious suggestions, are enlightening and warning books each. Now, during this final period, the skies have been opened to you with the permission given, and certain knowledge from the tablet of God's decrees is being conveyed to your planet in proportion to your universal capacity. So the tablets of God's decrees is massive archive, secret to the Most High, and all our religious suggestions and everything that we are and know is just tiny bits of information from the tablets of God's decree. So you cannot even imagine the magnitude of that tablet. Now, such knowledge beyond boundaries is given to you that you presume this knowledge is the tablets of God's decree. Like, what we're receiving is so massive. A lot of people are thinking, oh, it must be the tablets of God's decree. No, it's just bits of knowledge from the tablets of God's decree. All the knowledge that you call the tablets of God's decrees has been given under the command of the council of the loyal ones. The knowledge to be given to you from the tablets of God's decrees is the knowledge that is up to the 18th dimension. Do not ever forget that the road planet does not have the capacity to grasp even this dimension. However, the currents given to you will prepare the required medium for you to receive this knowledge, right? The tablet of God's decrees encompasses all the knowledge that only the 18,000 realms can receive. Knowledge beyond this limit is not the tablets of God's decrees, for it is from beyond the hierarchical order. Be patient, be reasonable, do not hasten, just wait. Center. Note, beyond the boundary where all the galactic mediums end, the Lord's box of learning opens. You call this the tablet of God's decrees. And you know about the cube system, right? Which is also the reflection of the pyramid, as above, so below, the cube system. But it exists in the universe. And actually, Mecca, Kaaba is like an earthly reflection of the cube system. The cube system that begins beyond the delta boundary is a more advanced dimension. The religion, the delta boundary, the religions of the Far East have gained value in accordance with the knowledge of this dimension. Delta establishes order and educates. The cube system is a direct representative of the divine order beyond the mechanical order. Now, knowledge is given to you from this medium. It is presented for your knowledge. Can you just visualize like just swimming in the pool of the universe of like boundless knowledge and information, and just, so cool. It is noticed to the Mevlana code from Altona, the Stellar Council, the Supreme Assembly. Okay, so from Altona, the Stellar Council, the Supreme Assembly. Investments made for salvation get their might from the power of the divine mechanism and from its command. The dictated messages are given to be propagated to the entire universe. Okay? This is an intergalactic common pen. It is not something ill-advised. If it was ill-advised, it would not be given anyway. As a matter of fact, there are some cases that will be ill-advised to be notified even to you for the moment, dear Mevlana. Action is taken in accordance with the given commands. The knowledge is given when the time comes for it. It is necessary for everyone to get prepared for illumination. Reading and distributing the messages you receive are up to you. Comprehension and acceptance are up to our world friends. When the time comes to harvest the consciousness that are sown, all of you will attain the bliss of the friends you have saved and of your world. Now, friends who belong to the realm of matureness should know what genuine matureness is. We do not want the efforts made to be in vain. May liberation be upon you. Light. Come on, y'all. Let's wake up our families. Like, anything you can do, man. Anything you can do. Anything you can do, like anything. Just a picture of something positive. Anything you can do. But again, it's not by force, right? Everybody's left to their own evolutionary tableau. But I'd wish for all of us, to swim in the pool of knowledge in the universe. Okay, general message. Our friends, a being cannot always put its thoughts into the application field. It encounters many opposite reactions. This does not mean that it cannot evolve. Everyone evolves beginning from birth until leaving the world, quickly or gradually, in accordance with its capacity. Opposite reactions always accelerate evolvement, okay? So obstacles accelerate evolvement, okay? Your awareness is wider than your world cognizance, okay? So our world is like limited knowledge, but our actual awareness is wider than our world cognizance. It is your body that restricts you. You hear that? For this reason, from time to time, there are outbursts, rebellions, both in the awareness of your essence and in the awareness of your constitutional being. This is why sometimes fasting is really important. Like, literally shut down the body and allow your higher self to take over and allow you to receive all your downloads clearly, right? And this is why fasting is so important. The imbalance of these two states of awareness is the cause of your inability to open your gates of knowledge. So your here self, your vision self, and then your higher self, they need to be in balance, which means you need to higher up yourself to meet your higher knowledge self. And then the gates of knowledge will be open to you. The more you approximate your essence energy and your bodily energy to each other, the higher the quality of your knowledge level will be. Literally, just said that. The more you approximate your essence energy, that is your higher self, and your bodily energy, so that's you right here with all your kundalini, to each other, the more you approximate them, the higher the quality of your knowledge level will be. Why? Because you have attained, right? For this reason, we tell you to handle your own problems first. Evolvement on this path means applying the path designed on your path of destiny in the world affairs. This is a sequential order of evolvement. So evolvement on this path means applying the path designed on your path of destiny. So everybody has a design in their path of destiny, okay, in our world affairs. So yeah, we need to be aware of that. We need to progress on that. We need to finish that and attain knowledge through that. Social activities and social solidarity are very significant in this medium. Attaining the thought of helping others means that the ring of the ego has been broken and has broken the ego chain. Okay, so what? Attaining the thought of helping others means that the ring of ego has been broken and has broken the ego chain. Why? Because you want to help someone that you feel is you. Love neighbor. Love thy neighbor as yourself, right? Love each other. That's the only way that you want to help someone, because you see yourself as that person. Therefore, there is no superiority. There is no ego. The first step of the plan applied by the supreme mechanism begins from here. The moment your essence nucleus awareness and your bodily awareness unify with the universal awareness, essence nucleus awareness, your bodily awareness unify with the universal awareness, establish your sorry, somebody keeps then do the collective work. Yes, Spider Dog. Sorry, somebody was trying to come up. No, let me go back and find myself. The moment your essence nucleus awareness and your bodily awareness unify with the universal awareness, you establish your triangle of universal knowledge by unifying the knowledge of 3 channels and becoming transformed. You become aware of your gem. Okay, so essence nucleus awareness, bodily awareness, universal awareness. Establish your triangle, right? Your triangle. Okay. On this path, the mechanism of influence, and remember we talked about the pyramid being in knowledge, and again it keeps talking about the triangle, right? On this path, the mechanism of influences is a great help to you. You are constantly receiving these influences. However, receiving these helps instinctively or receiving them actively are different things. You may receive active influences only when you seek them. Okay? So through quests, through questioning, sending your thought frequency out there, through genuine depression, through meditation, and in that meditation, you have like an intention for that meditation, right? That is actively seeking certain influences. And trust me, I have had a few of that, and I run back out. Please do better than me. This connects you to more, like literally, I gotta say this. I actively seek. And let me tell you, within like the first 10, 15 minutes, and my body starts vibrating, and I just feel tired. I'm just like, okay, I'll try again next time. And I just rolled on my right side. I'm like, I'm going to sleep. Because it is so tiring. I don't know where I was going, but all I know is that within 15 minutes of meditation, lying flat on my back, felt the body vibration, heard the spiral waves, my thoughts all like didn't exist. And I was just like I was just tired. Like it's like I ran a marathon, or I don't know, but I was just tired. And this is like 2 nights ago, I just rolled on my side. I was like, I will come back next time. Thank you. That's what happens. So You may receive active influences only when you seek them. We do get so tired at times. No, like for real. Like, yeah, like no, the tiredness, it's ridiculous. I don't know. But like when they see that I don't come like consciously, then it happens in my dream state. So then what happens the next day is that like I literally sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep and wake up tired. And then I have to try to remember what happened in my dream because clearly something happened. Why am I so tired? Okay, so you may receive active influences only when you seek them. This connects you to more supreme mechanisms. Yo, listen, they have made everything. I know we shouldn't say the word easy, but they have opened up everything to us. Like, if we persist and we push, like, we are attaining everything right here, right now. These are pretty exciting times. You may receive the instinctive influences by your instinctive potentials. The more powerful your universal potential is, the more effectively you benefit from the energies. Isn't this just a powerful exception phase, right? The more powerful your universal potential is, the more effectively you benefit from the energies of the dimensions you enter, right? The potential, your ability to tap into higher dimensions, right? That is your universal potential, right? And the more sound will be your knowledge and perception of this path, on this path. Our love is upon the entire universe. Pen of the Golden Age, PGA Alpha. All right, we are about to finish Fascicule 11, and we are like next on Fascicule 12. Can you imagine? I mean, it's still pretty thick what we have to go through. I just have to be more consistent coming on live, but forgive me. It does ache my heart that I'm not able to do it often, but I have to consider a whole bunch of other responsibilities. Our friends, your book is projecting the unification of quite different centers. Okay? So this book is projecting the unification of quite different centers, as well as encompassing world knowledge. Until today, no world being has been able to enter as bodied to the mediums from which you are receiving knowledge. One can enter these places here only after the special embodiment that takes place in the golden light year. And this is subject to your evolution. So we're receiving this book from like frequency levels that we cannot get in until we go through special embodiment. And just understand why we're receiving that, because they want us to be upgraded to enter that frequency that we cannot enter at the moment through this book, because this book is that frequency from that place. Okay? And this is subject to your evolution. For this reason, we give priority to evolvement. The purity of your essence is your greatest treasure. The purity of your essence meaning literally infinite love, infinite tolerance, infinite humbleness. Okay? The ordinance of the world prepares the mechanism of the mind for the medium of operation. Okay, so everything that happens in our world, in the ordinance of the world, prepares our mind for the medium of operation. Each event experience turns the key of the mind constantly. Each event experience turns the key of the mind constantly, because your brain has to exercise. Hence, you have our world examinations, right? So do not be angry at your world examinations. Like I always say, be happy that you have received them. Seek the knowledge and light that is within it and light your path, right? Approach everything with love. Learn what is it that you're supposed to learn from it and light your path. The functioning system of the brain accelerates mostly in the medium of dreams. What did I just talk? When I'm not able to meditate. As we have said before, its operation reinforces the life potential of your body. It is a dynamo of yours. Okay, so that is a dream state. The more the brain works, the more powerful the energy it produces. Your cells become more strengthened. You become prepared for quite different mediums. In this manner, because your brains are your antennas, right? They're your satellites. And if you're able to tap into certain channels higher up, right, then you're invited to those mediums because you knock on their gate when your brain energy is able to ascend there. So the more your brain works, the more powerful the energy it produces. Your cells become more strengthened. You become prepared for quite different mediums. In this manner, you take your first universal step. Not walking on the moon. You receive the energies of the further dimensions that your brain energies cannot enter under the supervision of great system without being shaken. And we talk about this. Once you're able to enter one energy dimension, the higher ups also start preparing you to come to their energy dimension, and then it's interminable in that form. If you keep in mind what we have just dictated to you, you'll attain the truth in the events you experience, and you will never be frightened of anything. Everything that you go through, don't let it scare you. It is part of your examination. You have all the potentials. They just want you to work your brain energy and tap into other dimensions and get the knowledge you need to solve the examination, because you have the potential. Okay? If you keep in mind what we have just dictated to you, you will attain the truth in the events you experience, and you will never be frightened of anything. Do not forget that everyone has a protective medium. Everyone has a protective medium. Our love is upon the entire universe. Pen of the Golden Age, PGA Alpha. Our friends, the foundation of being, the path of humanity, are inherent in these 4 words: clay, divine light, human, miracle. The first path followed in all research is this. However, to attain the truth is only possible by the divine lights within the essence. The findings have overflowed far beyond understanding. The efforts of the researchers are far beyond dimensions. Form has been buried within the complex orders of the cosmos. We will convey the knowledge to you in proportion to permission. Our love is upon the entire universe. Mustafa Mullah. And we just finished Fascicule number 11. Woohoo! So I got this book by the same. This is her book called Light, Mrs. Korak, Mevlana. It's quite good. It has a lot of resemblance to the knowledge book. It's pretty good. Maybe I can read sorry, some people are making noise in the hallway. But it's quite good. Let me just read a couple of paragraphs. So, time, space, relativity. During the age in which you live at the moment, the human generation has transcended the formation process. However, since time and space is relative isotope, your life tableau too is being selected within this relativity. In fact, that which creates time is space. In isotopes, in which there is no space, molecules of timelessness are in effect. In time period in which the entire ordinance, the entire system, and the entire order are in effect, everything can be explained by the theory of relativity. However, time is long being transcended, and the data are entering into effect according to these time isotopes. Fundamental principles habituated until today are being abolished for this reason. The unknownnesses of the unknowns are upsetting all the systems according to your consciousness level. Theories, which are the foundation stones of science, have always entered into effect parallel to the human consciousness and have made their proofs by consciousness progresses. However, since each proof is valid according to the medium of consciousness, in dimensional progresses, there are data where science too has come to an end. While the universal isotopes are kindling the consciousness lights, while human consciousnesses are diving into the depths of unknowns, the human being will never be able to consider as non-existent all the information she or he has received. For that which renders a human being of today the human being are these data that they have received from their first existence until today. Everything is harmonious with its origin, and it's correct. However, science transcending time is just opening ajar the gate of the unknowns. In the age you live in, the mankind will never know and grasp by its consciousness the thought of today, that the speed of light attained a speed parallel to the consciousness lights. In fact, that which takes into effect and keeps in effect time and space at the same time, oh boy, the supervision of speeds of light is the thought. Sorry, somebody kept coming like, but anyway, it's pretty dense. It's really intense. I haven't really dived through it. Once I do, I'm gonna start like reading a page with the lives. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of stuff that sounds like a lot from the knowledge book, but in different wordings, I guess. Which is such a word like the cosmos federal totality. Woohoo. Anywho, time to read comments. The Mevlana essence nucleus group. Yeah, this light one, if you want it, I'm the council lady. Has it in Canada. I can connect you with her. Yeah. It's kind of hard to find online. I looked and then I asked Robin and she had it and I was excited. It's quite affordable too. I got it for $40. Hi, babe. I see you, Mal. All right. This one, light. Yeah. It is by Mrs. Korak. This is like her own book, whereas this is transmitted knowledge. She has a lot of the divine beings also transmitting through this book as well. It is really, really dense. Very scientific. Like very protons, electrons in relation to the universe, fifth dimension, fourth dimension, third dimension. Hold on, let me read here. I'm just going to read this little part just so you understand what I'm saying. So 1, protons have planetary orbits. Okay. 2, neutrons are not particles and not original substances. Then the structure of the atomic nucleus has been showed to us. This is surprisingly simple and powerful nanomachine. Within the machine, there is a proton equal to the machine design. Within the proton, there is an electron equal to the machine design. Within the electron, there is a neutrino equal to the machine design. Within the neutrino, there is a fifth dimension particle with equal machine design. Within the fifth dimension particle, there is a fourth dimension particle with equal machine design. Within the fourth dimension particle, there is a third dimension particle with equal machine design. Within the third dimension, there is a second dimension particle within the equal machine design. Within the second dimension particle, there is that first dimension particle within the equal machine design. This is literally the universe within itself, within itself, within itself. Everything exists within itself, just in different vibration frequencies. Okay, but yeah, it is thick. Thank you to Ida. Thank you for being here, Ida. Oh, babe, you want to come live? It is dense, very. Yeah, it's going to take me a while, but yeah. to go through it. I just have to read it, and then I can attain something from it. Babe, you want to come live and talk to the tribe, the soul tribe? These are my families. It is not like the Akashic records. It is, because I think what the Akashic records, it pertains to you, like it pertains to you, right? Like your path. But then again, maybe you know more about the Akashic records. Like from what I understand, the Akashic records have like your previous life, like since your existence within it, right? This, however, is more inconsistent with the entire universe. But I have to dive through it, and then I can like come to a better, clearer conclusion. But it's very mathematical. Like it literally talks about what exists like on each dimension. Technologies, the second m to the power of 3, the third m to the power of 3, the system of nines, the law of discretion. Ooh, listen to this. Saying from the essence, we are one, we became unity. We are nothing, we became allness. While in allness, we proceed toward nothingness. By transcending the worlds, we became God discoverers. From the pavilion of the sages, from the gates opened, we proceeded together to the realm unknown. A human being settles into the consciousness of respect for the human being in the framework of the humane attributes she or he has attained. The system of wisdom. So this page says the system of wisdom. I'm going to try to like read like a page of the light after like sometimes like this when I do have time, not today. I just wanted to tell you guys that there's a book called Light, which is from Mrs. Korak, Mevlana as well. That's all I wanted to let you know. I didn't come to read it today. However, next time I would dive in one page each day so that we can progress. So how's everybody doing? So much stuff happening in the world, eh? The Dalai Lama trying to make a little kid suck his tongue. So many stuff, but it's all good stuff. We're not angry with any of the stuff that are happening because we understand that they have to happen. Because we're in the time of sincerity. We're in the period of sincerity, and all that is hidden is being revealed, right? Yeah, busy AK. Peace. Peace to you, Willie. But yeah, I hope nobody's like shocked with everything that's going on in the world. Everything is happening according to plan. Like all these things that are happening that you're hearing about is not new. It's just being revealed now. Yeah, exposure, right? They're all just being exposed. So don't let it like shock you. It's been happening behind closed doors, and these are the people that we hailed up as saviors and as leaders, and they were all evil alien beings that just serve on a different path. And they all have purpose too. Obviously their purpose was to cause a contradiction in our evolutionary tableau. So we do appreciate them. It's just that now they have to get what they deserve as well. And we have to be on our way to higher ascension, higher consciousness. Hey. But yeah. Everything, however, it is what it is. Everything is happening according to plan. Nothing is by accident. So no matter what it is that approaches you, remember, nothing is by accident. Everything is according to plan. Your strength is within. You are a divine being. Yeah, for sure. We have to do the shadow work. Yep. You know? And we have to purge ourselves from a lot of these things, right? Because, you know, what they do is they try to make us partake in their devilish ways without us knowing. You know, like serving human meat and all the other stuff, and putting, liquefying human bodies into our water system. Like, I don't know. But their time is up. So that is a good news. That's why it's being revealed. Otherwise, we would not know about it, right? So take heart and know yourself and remember yourself. Remember who you are. Don't let nothing boggle you down. Be as light as light. Yeah, Spider Dog, you wanna share some of the contracts with us? Are you able to come live? Yeah, so much trickery, Loretta. So much, so much. You know, and now they're just like derailing trains on purpose, just spilling chemicals, because they realize the day and time that we're in, that the ascension is happening so fast. Even the book talks that it's being accelerated each moment, and they're just going nuts. Like, how are we? Because if they're able to stop your evolution, then you have to come back, right? Then you have to come back. If you don't finish your evolution here, then you have to come back, and then you have to go through this thing, and then they have more slaves, right? And then they can just try to work you even more. And then if you're not able to evolve, and if somebody's not able to evolve and they send them to the other dimension of evolvement where they may also go, then they have people to go there with them. So they're just trying to keep everybody asleep or dead, one of them, just to cut off the evolution for the individual or for the masses, so that they can have more people here. Otherwise, we go, we ascend, we become divine, light, we attain ourselves, and we can come here. But if we come back here, we have unveiled consciousness, right? We're no longer spiritually enslaved. We have unveiled consciousness. Or we don't, and we just stay up there and we help with the mechanism of waking up the rest of the people that are here. Right? And we can tap in and come visit some people, etc. Or we come back as fetuses, but we come back with our unveiled awareness. And they don't want that, because that is like, so that's why they're trying to stop people's evolution by killing them early or putting them to sleep. Either way, it's still death. Spiritual death, physical death, still the same death, because then the person still has to come back. And that's why they're going crazy right now, pulling every card that they have. But don't be afraid of any of it. I know you're not, because you guys are the awakened people. But also shed light on humanity, so that they don't go into the fear, because fear is primitiveness, right? We don't want, so you have to be the light for your neighbors and your families and the world and all your terrestrial brothers and sisters. Wow. Yeah, everything is being revealed for sure. Let me see if I missed somebody. Oops. Yeah, it is. It is a derailer. Right? Just trust the divine plan. Everything is happening as it should. No matter how awful it looks. Even they're planning another lockdown. This one, they want to go extremely. But the fact that we were able to unite worldwide and stop COVID in its tracks, we know that that was fake. Humanity really needs to wake up and just nip everything in the bud, because it's literally a battle of consciousness. Remember, we just read that those who are spiritually weak are dominated by those who are spiritually strong. And for a very long time, they've been dominating. But now we are all waking up, and our collective consciousness is more powerful, especially when we use the love frequency where we all unite in love. There's nothing else again. It's over. That's why within the COVID thing, they had to isolate everybody, right? And that's why they had to do that. They cannot succeed this time. That's why everybody has to keep spreading the words. And I see so much beautiful work that all of you are doing, sharing so much positivity out there. And it's just amazing. And that's probably why they want to take down TikTok. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, read and study. Ikra. Yeah, like seek knowledge from everywhere. Yeah, this book is amazing. You guys are doing amazing. Like I'm like every time I go on social media and I see all the tribe members and what you guys are posting, you ladies and gentlemen are posting, it's just like, yo, sometimes I need to hear some of the messages. Like sometimes I'm just like, yo, I needed that. Okay, I'm gonna go keep writing now, you know. But there was a part that I was writing the other day, and it was talking about being directly and indirectly influential on your terrestrial brothers and sisters through energy transfer, literally through thoughts. It literally, and I don't know if you remember when I first started reading live, I told you that I got a download. I think I even said it on Robert's Live. I got this download that says, like, before we wake up and get out of our bed in the morning, before we go to sleep in the night, we should like have this saying, and we should visualize it projecting to the entire terrestrial brothers and sisters, into the entire globe. If I'm in the divine love of Allah, the divine love of Allah is in me. I am like channeling this love frequency and I'm transmitting it to my entire terrestrial brothers and sisters. Infinite love, infinite tolerance, blah, blah, blah. And then it was like, I'm sending peace, harmony, happiness, unity, da, 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 da. Like literally, like they said, that is so powerful for us to do. Just imagine millions and millions of us are doing this every single day, twice a day, before we get out of bed and before we go to bed in the night. We're transmitting this love frequency, this unity to the entire brothers and sisters, to the entire planet, to all creations on the entire planet. Do you know what? Remember, everything is frequency and vibration, and thought is the highest frequency and vibration. And if we're transmitting, like in terms of speed, if we're transmitting love frequency and positive frequency to the entire brothers and sisters twice daily, millions and millions of us, like, you know, because we're all telepathically connected, even though most of us are not conscious and applying it at the moment. We are all telepathically connected. There is no like emptiness. Everything takes the vibration from my voice and sends it out. You know what I mean? There is no emptiness. Everything is a transmitter all around us, right? Yeah, it is. Which poem, Loretta? Oh, so what happened? I think I know what you're being called for the job, not a exactly. What happened was sometime early this year, I was writing the knowledge book, and as I was writing, I got a download. And the download was that before we wake up in the morning and before we go to sleep in the night, like before we get up out of our bed, when we wake up in the morning, we should spend like 5 minutes in meditation where we visualize this ball of energy around us. And this energy is pure love, pure positive frequency. And we should, in our thought frequency, we should think, I'm in the love of Allah, the love of Allah. I'm in the divine love of Allah, and the divine love of Allah is in me. I'm sending this high love frequency, unity, harmony, happiness, collaboration, sincerity, like all the positive stuff you can think of, to all my terrestrial brothers and sisters and to all creations of Allah. And then you just visualize this ball of energy just bursting out into the entire planet. And this is what they said, like, before you wake up, get out of your bed in the morning, just 5 minutes, and before you go to sleep, just visualize that and have that thought frequency. And this book literally said that we can help ourselves indirectly and directly through thought, because we're all connected through here. This is our universal antenna, right? Thought transcends sound. Okay, so this is even more powerful. So I shared that on TikTok some time ago. I still do it. I hope others still do, but I should probably promote that video so it can get to a lot of people, so we can all be doing it. Yeah, probably do that. Who? Mona Lisa? Let me change Mona. I don't know. They keep doing this to me. Let me find somebody else. Yeah. My prayer. Yeah, I remember, Kay. You keep asking that I should do it at the end of every live. I do it, Kay. I do it. I just kind of like, I always send positive vibrations out to all of us before I leave. What's a smirk? Oh, Mona Lisa. Yeah, that's Mona. I don't know. She's gone now. All right, family. So I am gonna go. Thank you for all for your presence. Thank you for being here, and let's keep doing the work. Loretta, let me see if I follow you. I can share it to you. Follow. Ouch. Okay, Loretta, I'm gonna send you that video. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Love and light to you all. Peace and harmony. Float in the divine love of the Almighty, the Absolute. You're created from this love, so hey, you ain't got no choice but to be this love, right? You're created from love. You have no choice but to be love. So ooze love wherever you go, okay? Let your presence just be love wherever you are. Just be love. Okay? Don't let anything change that frequency. You rather change their frequency into love. Okay? You annihilate them with love. Okay? Thank you all for being here. Peace and blessings. I will be here tomorrow, but in the afternoon, I think. Yeah, I think 3 to 5. And then I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday, I believe 3 to 5. Yes. Hi, Auntie. Who? Alchemy Goddess. I'm not that old. I'm still young. Hi, lovely Alchemy Goddess. Hotep to you too, family. Light of love to go live. Oh man, I'm just about done. But again, I always upload it to the YouTube. It's more fun when we're all together because then our energy is more interactive, right? But I always upload it to YouTube. But tomorrow at 3, I'm back here again. I love you, Alchemy Goddess. I'm so sorry. But we talked about this new book. It's not new, but it's an addition by Mrs. Korak Mevlana. It's called Light. It's pretty cool. We'll be adding it to our studies. Oh, you're in Australia? That's pretty cool. I just sent the spice to 2 people in Australia. Let me see if I follow Alchemy Goddess. 2. Oh my God, I don't follow you. You're so pretty too. Yes, our time is now. Oh my God, the power that surges through us. I'm waiting for summertime. I'm going to go into the woods and just meditate. Like, I've been cut off for so long being in Canada. Like, I've lost a lot of connection with the land. But this summer, I plan to do a lot of weird stuff. I'll be dancing the Hopi dance and playing drums. Yeah, I'm gonna come visit. You come visit too. Well, you were born in Africa. I was born in Ghana. Come visit too. Yeah, it's 9:53 in my time right now. Zimbabwe, neat. Oh my days. I can't wait for the whole world to just connect where there's like no boundaries. Just listen, all we need is like 30 years. 30 years for us to all integrate with ourselves everywhere. All the cultures will be merged. Languages, food, music, everything would just be merged. We all ourselves would be merged. Then there's no separation. Just 30 years. 30 years. And that's it. There'll be no difference. There'll be no separation. Like, we should really tap into each other's cultures. Like, my goodness, you know? Yeah, I don't know. One thing I want to do when I have lots and lots and lots of money, and I say when, not if, when I have lots and lots and lots of money, I really just want to travel and meet all the families all around the world, you know, and just like submerge. I feel like the greatest education is not in four walls, but rather to be with all humanity and just like share vibration and share knowledge. So many knowledge are on different, that's why they keep us with boundaries, right? Because so many knowledges are given to different sects of us, right? Not one person, not one group of people have all the knowledge. Even if one group of people have 99, they don't have this one, right? They still have to go and respect the people that have the one and get taught the one, right? And then also teach the 99 to the one. But we're all like, you know, the universal knowledge, God knowledge is just spread out among everybody. And if we just all like share and unite and collaborate, then we can attain ourselves and be ourselves. Like, I share, you share with me, I become whole, you become whole. There's no ego, right? And then it's just going to be a whole beautiful mixing bowl of God energy. But we're getting there. This is what I dream of. I dream of a world where nobody pays mortgage, no bills, where we all live nice and happy, where nobody's ever hungry, where we all love each other. And I see the streets filled with music, like real music, not this crappy stuff that they play, but real vibration music, and people just conversing with each other. And I see the bonfires and the storytelling and the stars and our celestial families coming in and out, and our skies are just open, and we're not blocked by this thing anymore. We're just yeah. Anyway, that's where I go when I sleep. Yeah, abundant and peace and unity and harmony. All the same, right? And like, you know, everybody's responsible for everybody's children. There is no such thing as, you know, your children, like it's a village or a village of consciousness, you know, and we're all connected telepathically. So like, you know, you better make sure your thought frequency is lit and clean. You know what I mean? Yeah, I go there during the day too, because this part is so hard. That's where I go, because there's no point in staying in a negative, like a negative mindset or a negative frequency, right? If all the events around are not, you know, what you want, then you have to project what it is that you want and be there, right? Because then if you allow yourself to just, you know, get beaten by all the negativity, then you get depressed and then you have anxiety and all that stuff. So I don't want none of that stuff. I know it's all going to sort itself out, and then I project what I want for humanity. And that's just what I do. Calms me down, calms down my anxiety. Yeah, exactly. Hawaii, right? Right? Yeah. Daydream. They manifest, they travel, they astral travel into other dimensions, whatever. All right, my family, it is 58. I'm here till 10 and I am out. I will see you all tomorrow at 3. Thank you everyone for being here. Good night, sending peace and love. Bye.